It's not.
You're the wind in my sails. You're the soul of the sea. You're the wish in the well. You're my faithful belief. If the whole wide world was offered to me, still you'd be all I need. You're the first of the year, a warm kiss in the cold. You're the whisper in my ear when I need it the most. If I was cast on an island and could only bring one thing, still you'd be all I need. All I need. I need. How do I say how much you really mean when I can't find the words to speak? Just know you're all I need. So when you're feeling blue with a weight on your chest, I can feel it too. I'll take your worst and the best. I'll be there for you, like you're there for me. 'Cause you are all I need. All I need. How do I say how much you really mean when I can't find no words to speak? Just know you're all I need. You're all I need. Oh, you're all I need. You're the wind in my sails. You're the pull of the sea. You're the wish in the well, and my faithful belief. If the whole wide world was offered to me, still you'd be all I need. Oh, you'd be all I need.
한겨울밤 동안 시간을 보내 차가운 바람은 숨은 것 같아요. 하루 종일 놀다 지친 아이들은 꿈의 그림잘 밟고 있어요. 그러나 난 지금 멀리서 오는 한 손님을 기다렸죠. 창밖엔 하얀 눈이 내려요. 잠 못 이루도록 선 길 위로 소복이 쌓이죠. 우릴 위해서 외로운 사람들의 마음을 안다면 서로에게 더 행복한 밤이 될 거예요. 빛나는 별들이 오늘 이 밤을 추억의 빛으로 만들고 있어요. 깊은 잠을 깨며 어떤 말로 표현할 수 없을지도 창밖엔 하얀 눈이 내려요. 잠 못 이루도록 찾는 길로 소복이 쌓이죠. 우릴 위해서 창밖엔 하얀 눈이 내려요. 잠 못
sad that it's over. Just be happy that you got to hold somebody's heart, even if it wasn't for very long. I keep our memories in the back of my mind, so as I age I'll remember the time when we didn't look too far in front of our own eyes. 'Cause being young was something our parents told us would fly by. Well, we're not together, time slowed down. We didn't have forever, but I didn't mind whenever you were around. I guess I didn't know what I had found. I left those thoughts with the man I left behind. So as I move on, I won't waste any time thinking about what could have been, but never really was. More than a flame that flickered in the night. We're not young forever, but when we were together, time slowed down. And we didn't have forever, but I didn't mind whenever you were around. I guess I didn't know what I had found. Maybe I'm overthinking things, putting too much weight on all the shit we did. Oh, I know that it's over. I just never thought we'd end up like this, like this. scintillating door, you're gonna see me there, just sitting on my own. I hear the people laugh, but I just check my clock. I've never been the best. We've mingled as more talk, and then I hear it crash behind my back. One glass of mulled wine rains down my jacket, then I see you blush, and suddenly it's clear when I look at you that Christmas is here. You tell me, don't you think this place is looking crowded? And then you whisper in my ear, look, I'm not even sure. My mind's a little clouded, but it looks like Christmas is here.
You asked me about my sweater with Santa in space. I tell you it's a gift from the owner of this place.
And then you're looking up and tell me with a glow, it looks like we stand under a mistletoe. And then we feel a bump
Behind our back,
somebody pushing you,
or the table cracks.
and then I'm thanking Santa,
This must be a sign,
'cause your funny space sweater
is now full of wine.
You tell me, don't you think this part is very loud? That's why you whisper in my ear,
Let's find another place and leave behind this crowd, and then I know that Christmas is here. I saw you through the door, just sitting on your own. Decide to break the ice by setting up the tone. Looking for a way to finally catch your eye. Couldn't think of nothing better than a glass of spilled wine.
you tell me, don't you think the party's very loud? That's why you whispered in my ear,
Let's find
another place
and leave
behind
behind
the crowd, 'cause Christmas is finally here.
Christmas.
Christmas.